Greetings everyone, please give a moment to make sure everything's set on up. Looks like Rumble is going, Twitter is going, YouTube is going, Twitch is... That is all going. Give me a moment to check my other computer. Also need to activate chat windows first. There we go, chat windows turned on. That. And minimize this. Maximize that. And give me a moment to check my other computer. And looks like everything's good to go. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's start with this one here. Let's just start from the top. Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Couple Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on the north side as US forces, we've got the biggest Master Troll. Spawn on the south side as the Pensley forces, we have EP Falsch. I have no idea how to pronounce that. He has gone to the Shimwagen, and US players are a little bit idle at the moment. I'm going to fast forward a little bit there. Some sort of like weird replay, like, oh look, I won against this player, because they were AFK, but it looks like he does start moving around the 40 to 50 second mark, which is very late. Maybe going to go for additional engineers, a third engineer, just to get some more capture pressure going immediately, because it's very late start. And the 50-second delay is very important, even in Couple Heroes. I know in Couple Heroes 2, having a player, a teammate that's not in the game in the first minute, and you just lost the game, period. If I have a teammate that's idle from the first minute, I don't even bother playing the game. I just back out. Usual point being catched up there. And we do have this Panzer Grenadier heading up north. Panzer Grenadier pushing forward to engage the engineers. And we've got G43 squad there. I apologize if you hear my drink open up. And of course, he does interrupt the capture a little bit there. With the late start, the G43 managed to stop what should be the first sector he usually captures. And got the rifle squad getting some shots on the Panzer Grenadier. Nothing too significant. We do have the safe sectors being captured up, getting a nice supply of resources. And the Panzer Grenadier has captured this VP. Shimwagen push way forward, depending which doctrine he goes for. A lot of useful abilities that Shimwagen can get compared to the Kaliningrad, which also gets a good number of useful abilities. If he goes for tank hunter, he will have access to landmines to be deployed from there. If he goes for Luftwaffe ground force, he has a free mark target. I think it was free. And for, of course, Scorcher, if you get the incendiary traps, it's basically an incendiary landmine, which is actually not too particularly useful. Rifle squad engineers push forward. We'll support another rifle squad. Another engineers advancing forward as well.
Our front lines are collapsing.
Rifle squad taking a bit of damage. He's focusing down. Engineers getting nice and good non-damage there. G43 squad does fall back. Both squads do fall back. The three-man squad should still be used to capture up some sectors there. Got now a Jeep here. He does go for the cutoff sector of the fuel, of the munitions sector there. Panzer Grenadiers fighting behind some good light cover. Our squad as well. Engineers kept to the VP. This engineers or rifle squad kept to that point. Now got the Panzer Grenadier being engaged at very close range against the Jeep. Does not knock him off the capture point. Of course, he does fully capture the sector, but will not be in supply. And the Jeep does take a bit of fire there. Jim Vaughan over here captured the munitions sector. We got this Panzer Grenadier being engaged still. So that's all 3 models alive. The rifle squad has dropped 2 models, and the engineers do advance. And we've got the engineers up there capture that sector as well. We had a landmine attempt to be built there, but does cancel it. That's what it is push right forward, maybe trying to get the engineers. We have another rock squad now pulling the field. Jeep falling back, took a bit of damage there. This both our squad needs to fall back at reinforcements, but this squad needs to fall back, but he's prone to being wiped.
Under attack.
Got triple Panzer Grenadier here.
We got enemy troop movement.
Rifle squad engages in light cover. G43 squad could try suppressing him. Jeep push right forward, trying to give it damage. Engineers now repairing up the Jeep in combat. He's not retargeting towards the engineers yet. Our squad sort of flinches his way forward, taking a bit of damage there. And we've got the engineers over here, trying to go for a flank, trying to get the capping squad. G43 squad has took some damage. Down to one last model there.
Enemy unit down.
And G43 squad gets thrown away there. He does capture the fuel sector. Rifle squad falls back. He may get wiped out as well. Other rifle squads push forward. 2-man squad and 6-man squad. That 1-man squad needs to fall back. He does. Possible can get wiped out there. Our squad nice and close, and both those Penspears falling back. Jeep has plenty of health to keep on moving and stay on the front line. This Penspear is starting to fall back there. He needs to take time to get reinforced by all these guys. He's probably just going to walk over to the barracks. And now we do have the Shimwagens over here. I still have not seen what Doctrine has gone for. It has no visible indication like the Kaliningrad. It does have now healing back at home, and Panzer Command now being put on field. I can go for 2-2 or 5. US player don't have control over those 2-2s. He may need to get some sticky bombs there. Another rifle squad on the build queue.
We're being attacked.
Engineers kept those safe sectors there. Got the Penskeneers push right forward. Fresh rifle squad needs to get over here, or that's just a squad that got just reinforced. It feels like it has been decaptured. You have now the Penskeneers engaging the Jeep. It's starting to fall back a little bit there. Penskeneers get a bit of fire and receive a bit of fire. They are behind light cover, so they should generally win out. But we've got triple rifle squad push forward over here. Triple Penskeneer here. No weapon upgrades. Rifle squad's going to be closing on in. He does do a force, make a mass retreat there. Shimwagen or taking some damage there. Right. Oh, and now we do have booby traps active, so he's gone for Scorched Earth. So he does also have access to incendiary traps with Shimwagens. The weakest of the 3 Shimwagen abilities, in my opinion. And triggered. He is dodging. Explode. Oh, will explode right there. Oh, did that engineer go down to him? I wasn't paying attention to the engineer. But either way, he does largely avoid the explosions. Rifle squad's here trying to decapture the cutoff sector. Very nice. Claim this cutoff sector there, falling back to the garage to get some cover there. Now we do have the Shimwagen. There's the 2-2 on the field. Our squad decided to fight behind some good heavy cover. Up north, we got the Rock Squad being forced back by the Penskeneer. The Jeep is surprisingly durable when fighting against the 2-2, so he can stick around a little bit and draw a bit of fire there. The right squad needs to find the other side of that truck.
Motor pool is good to go. Shut your gun.
You now have a motor pool to pull in the field. Probably should go for an M1 AT gun first. This player has one CP at the moment. Doesn't appear. I don't think he's selected a doctrine just yet. Haven't heard any audio lines, but knows he's fighting against Scorched Earth.
We're in the shit now. Jeep here. Enemy unit down.
And looks like the shim volume goes down.
Munitions depot is ours.
The sector does get captured up. Pennsylvania are going to try to decapture one of those sectors now. Jeep is rotating around to engage it. I don't know if he's just trying to eye for a booby trap there. You could try interrupting this model there to stop the deployment, but it is a free ability and you can dodge it quite easily.
Too hot. Taking fire. 57 crew ready for orders. 57mm at your service.
M1 AT gun now deployed on the field. Engineer's falling back. Some odd reason I think he's going for a triage center. Nope, he's trying a bit of repairs on that Jeep. Right now the US player has minimal income. We do have a light ATF track here.
Yeah. Ready for another beating? They're going
Over here we do have another Panzer Grenadiers push it forward, going for a decent number of Panther tracks. Panzer Grenadiers push forward. They may be trying to overrun the AT gun, but there's just far too many rifle squads to do that. Because right now the Panzer Grenadiers are prone to being wiped. Got the boom trap there. Bit of a panic retreat on this guy here. Let's push up the danger. Watch an explosion there. Taking more losses there. He's getting ripped apart. You hear mortar half track now on the field.
Supply lines are broken.
Yeah, maybe barrage order on top of the AT gun. He does void it. Very nice. Our squad needs some sticky bombs there. He is also at pop cap at the moment.
The Axis are winning the battle. Get back in the fight.
And when AT gun does get shot there.
Territory is ours. Let's hold it.
And no follow-up shot there.
57mm at your service. We are taking fire.
We do now have the Camp Group company deploying on something, maybe an upgrade.
We're here. Someone wreck heat a Greyhound?
Fresh Greyhound deploying the field, has to be a bit careful about it. There's a light ATF track on the field. More half tracks, of course, can crit the engine. Of course, the 2-2 does exist, but that's more meant to hit the other units. There's also a decent number of panic tracks on the field.
Triage center is ready. Let's get those wounded in here.
Triage center deployed in a forward location. I don't like triage center deployed in forward locations. I prefer just in the retreat point, so you don't have to micro just to get them healed on up.
We're ready.
Greyhound going for the Pinto Mount 50 cal as well.
Now that's better. Upgrade complete.
Mortars raining in up there. M1 AT gun may got hit there on the mortar half track.
57mm at your service.
Mortar half track does go down there. Got some roadblocks being established. It's almost like I saw a bit of splash damage. Oh wait, was that the 4-man squad upgrade there? Saw them all go down in health. So then maybe the 4-man squad upgraded for the Pensley player. Yeah, looks like it. 5 squads charging the way forward. And the Panzer Grenadiers do fall back. He has every single structure on the field, so he must have gone for the 4-man squad upgrade.
Rifle squad taking fire!
Howdy. Sorry, I just saw your comment there. And it does take time to destroy the carcass. Very nice. Light ATF track does get a good hit there on the infantry. 2-2 moving around. Greyhound could get a shot there. It's a little bit iffy in that angle for both sides. Granted, the 2-2 can't do much against the Greyhound. Does avoid the booby trap. And now do have some landmines being established as well.
Finished construction.
Another booby trap has been triggered there. And this does take a bit of damage there. Another booby trap has been triggered here. And eats that one as well. So he does need to fall back for some of those squads there. Greyhound push straight forward. 2-2 trying to get repaired on up. In combat, not the greatest idea. You have a landmine here. Of course, it is a US landmine. No munitions have track to pull out landmines for the Panzer League player. And all the booby traps being triggered. Ooh, and looks like the engineers got exploded pretty badly there. Engineers pretty forward. Got his second Greyhound on the field. No armor skirts just yet. He needs to get that built. That's a mandatory upgrade, the armor skirts. Get some hits there on that 2-2. Rock squads are trying to engage the Panzer tracks. Gotta be careful. If that unupgraded Greyhound gets double tapped by Pantrax, he will go down. Does make a good hit there. Immobilizing the unupgraded one. Got the Pantrax squads being followed back. There's any more there. Got now the Allied War field repair there. Tail top repaired on up. Taking some damage there. Taking a lot of damage there. There we go. It's Noble immobile. Takes an engine crit there from the mortar. Does get a good shot there. Arm is exposed there. Great. Other Greyhounds are advancing. Destroys the garage there.
Repairs complete. Greyhound is here.
Mortar half track now advancing. Eyeing for a barrage somewhere and does find the M1AT gun. And does not get a follow-up shot there. Not the Computer's 2 M1AT guns, which have a sword rated fire. The unupgraded Greyhound still, of course, is unupgraded. He really needs his armor skirts. Which 1 Rifle Squad will claim the VP. And the AT gun will start falling back. And it looks like that structure goes down. Landmine's been detonated. Try to go for the mortar or the AT gun.
We're losing them as fast as we're getting them.
And we do actually have a munitions half track. That's interesting. He's playing Scorched Earth, which has plenty of munitions sinks, particularly just sector assault or sector artillery, and it is very good. And we do have things deployed out there. Could be a Goliath, could be a Panzer Elite landmine. It is a Panzer Elite landmine there. Very nice. The US player is not prepared for a landmine. Had just gone down there. I wonder if he had vision of that. He probably had. He did have vision of it. I wonder if he realized he's deployed it out. And I would say you have to keep an eye on that. All the scripts upgrading now on the way. And we've got level 1 production and another machine gun placement.
Upgrade is complete.
They're taking one of our points.
Taking fire.
We hold the initiative.
Good hit
Base
there on
is
the
taking
Greyhound.
Berlin
Other
by
Greyhound
force.
has full health. Make it double head tapped here. 2-2 straight forward.
Yeah.
Supply lines in the area.
does receive
We
a
have
miss there.
territory cut off from supply.
Point is ours.
And now that point's captured, he needs to get this cutoff sector. Booby trap has been triggered once again, and this time the engineers do eat it once again. A little bit too spicy for them.
On defending.
Another booby trap there. And might as well, he can use his vehicle capture to trigger the booby traps as well. Oh, preparing up the mortar half track through the wall.
Put your yapping and get ready.
Does avoid that one.
Fire! Taking fire!
Patrick does strike the Greyhound. B2 is trying to push way forward to provide some fire support, but the air rifle spotted nice and close. That's a good shot there and there. Greyhound's almost down. Prone even being killed off by the 2-2, but the 2-2 is almost down as well. Prone being gunned down primarily from the rifleman.
Point is ours.
Greyhound
Ready to
up
go.
here. We do have the ammo to 80 gun right there. Looks like some more of these hedges being focused down there. Here the mortar half track firing away. Looks like maybe trying to barrage down the machine gun emplacement.
Our front lines are collapsing.
As Grenadiers push their way forward, taking a bit of damage there. And of course, Steve will get overran by sheer number of riflemen. The other Pennsylvania squad does fall back, got sticky bombs on the way, because I clicked on the invisible button and revealed it. Tank depot deployed in the field as well, so go for some assets later on. 2 firing away, does take a M180 gun shot there. Another US player at supply yard level 1, not sure about supply yard level 2 just yet.
Rifle squad is being engaged. Ready to die.
Fire squads get clipped away from that light ATF track.
All right, now we can. We're in the shit now.
Fire squad taking some fire there.
Composition immediate.
Now we got a regular 250 half track. So we got the light AT 250, got the 250/1, the mortar half track 250, who's now got triple stick bomb there, and the other mortar half track 250. One has been gunned down pretty quickly there. They are supported by Munitions half track, which will improve their incendiary mortar barrage cooldowns. Does find that landmine there, and which damaged the engine of this 250.
Losing ground out there. Our forces are taking casualties.
Both of these go get knocked out, but this one will be repaired up shortly.
Ready to roll. Cover me. Listen up, people.
Patrick does get a good hit there,
We're in gear. Taking head.
and does side scorch that point.
Congratulations, you earned it. Yeah.
Light half track still trying to deal with these hedges. G43 Pennsylvania's forward. G advancing, finds the some Pennsylvania's, does knock around a little bit there, and does receive a Pentrack. His ride has been unpinned. And one of these Greyhounds still has a damage crit there, so does took a good shot there, and he start falling back. Our squad's pushing forward, trying to displace the active Panzer Grenadier. Crack squad does fall back. One rifle squad does get wiped on out. Mortar half track still being fired away. Stick bomb there in the mortar half track that may kill it off. It's pretty wounded. Does get fully immobilized. Mark squad needs to fall back. Does fall back there. Possibly gets wiped on out. Got a pair of Grenadiers or Greyhounds still firing away. This one's not being repaired on up. And this one See the engine's yellow. I see the tracks are red, so I think it's still mobile. And it doesn't look like. I think it's not damaged heavy engine crit. Right now, this engine went from white, yellow to red. So I'm not sure what status it is. Probably the status of not great. Fresh M10 now blowing the
Operation
field.
posts report we are losing a
And
sector.
let's see, he's try to grab and steal the M1 AT gun. Very nice. With the 4-man squad upgrade, he's actually has the capability of stealing weapons and not losing the
Engineer
entire
unit
squad.
lost.
The engineer's now down. Not sure. In this
Enemy
game,
stands at 300 points.
probably the Yag Panther, but no idea how it would be in game. Since they don't fight each other in game.
Enemy unit down.
Howdy. You now have rifle squads engaging. Now the AT gun went on down. Headspinner is straightforward. One arc squad took some severe damage. The other one took some fire there. Pressure C2. Rock squad does get wiped on out. Headspinner here gets wiped on out. Greyhound drifting around does take out the 2-2 there. Let's see. Mortar half track still alive and got the munitions half track there. I'm guessing Yag Panther. In a one-on-one fight. Now the M10 going on down. Good mortar hit there. And good shot there onto the AT gun.
Now available. We're losing ground out there.
So what does the US player have left right now? Not much. 2 rifleman squads. He's got an eye for Pershing. He does have supply yard level 1. The Pansley player has now a Hummel in the field, but there's not too many targets left for him, so the Hummel's actually a bad idea. A rare case of that. Now got a Panzer mine. I do like the fact he's using that, but of course he does have extra field repair, so he already has a counter. Hummel barrage firing away. And we got now the rifle squad getting suppressed there. Part of me sort of wished that the Tiger Ace was still in the game instead of the King Tiger.
Enemy unit
Those were
down.
the Panzer Grenadier there. Both these are squads of Emergency 2. I really wish there was a way to a couple more bolt detonates the landmine there where you can switch between the Tiger Ace and the King Tiger, as well as for swapping out the Flak 88 for the Lef 18 that's in the game files as well. The Lef 18 is only used in the airborne was it Valor? Something Valor. Get what it's called again. Tales of Valor? No. Things that sort, at least. Do now have another landmine being established there. Very nice. Do now have the Pershing deployed in the field. I have a lot of targets in front of them. M1 AT gun has been seized. Going to be trying to siege down the hedge line. There's a Gnora Pantrax on the field. And the thing as well, Pershing doesn't really need veterancy in this situation. As much as say Pershing's hyper lethal when he gets veterancy, there's not any Panthers for him to fight against at the moment. Though he probably has the capability of bringing Panthers. So I'm so glad he has them, because Panthers, I think, are overused. They're good, but a little bit on the overrated side. Now got the Pershing playing around the rows with the AT gun. That's not great. It's a good shot there. Does take a Panzer shot there. I think he needs some field repair right now. Does use field repair right now. Pershing still playing around Rosie, and the rear armor is not being utilized by the Panzerschrecks. Takes out the AT gun there. AT gun itself almost destroyed. So probably shouldn't try catching it in combat. Probably just try to let's go for it. We'll take one good hit and the gun is done. Take some pounding there. He almost opened up the munitions. Let's take it up. Wait, did it just get machine gun down? Did the machine gun destroy the AT gun? Am I crazy? Did the whole mounted machine gun destroy the AT gun? I was looking over here at the moment, and at the corner of my eye, I saw it explode. I guess the whole mounted machine gun got a penetrating hit and rolled a death crit. Because I'm pretty sure it was at 0 health. Pershing does need repairs. He has an engineer on the field. He does have Panzer Grenadiers here. Pershing's trying to become the Kool-Aid Man and break through the wall. He does need to just fall back and get repairs.
We are losing a sector.
Does have SC1, gets a good shot then. The Panzer Grenadiers upon retreat. We got Bar Rice Squad now being deployed on the field. 2 Veteran C2 Rifleman Squad. And scorches the VP. Right now it's just a neutral capture in the field. Wait, did you just double scorch it? I wasn't paying close enough attention to it. Either way. Finds a landmine. My vision somewhat like in one location, and then all of a sudden something happened just right next to it. I wasn't paying close enough attention. Sticky bomb there on the munitions half track. And munitions sticky bomb was not needed. Bar Risk was now researched. Does get exploded a little bit. And we do have a Fort HQ here. We're seeing his repairs right there. That's probably perfectly fine. He may need to go for a supporting unit. I think a Roker Sherman tank would be a good supporting unit right now. Sherman Crocodile could also be a good possibility. M1AT gun doesn't really need it. He has the Pershing that has efficiency 1, which can also start dealing with the contesting the Panthers when it gets more and more efficiency. So yeah, I think Sherman or Sherman Crocodile is the way to go next, rather than the M1AT gun. On PEBG, I'm guessing Panther Battle Group? Possibly. Let's see if he has it even researched. He does not have it researched. He has all 4 structures in the field, but he has it researched. I can't say about the other upgrades though. So it's pretty far away from Panther Battle Group, so at this point in time, Martyr may need to do. And micro the crap out of it. He has decent amount of manpower. He's been doing a good job consuming his munitions on the Panzer Elite landmines. I love to see that. I don't know why I thought the rifle squad just got exploded there. Got booby traps everywhere, which is very nice. And he does find the landmine. And all these forces start to fall back. Another booby trap here. Engineers do withdraw, do get splashed. Gets peppered a little bit. And the engineers finds another land booby trap there and may explode. Nope, the second explosion did not come fast enough. I don't know. I really need to take time and look at how the booby trap exactly looks. Sometimes it does like 4 explosions, sometimes it does 2. And sometimes it's quick, sometimes slow. Val Panther, Panther's Pershing will get a fast vet 3 eating all the Grens. Yep. And the Pershing's very hungry right now. He has now the Panther Battle Group available, just needs a bit more manpower, 2 minutes worth of manpower. And the Pershing's probably pretty close to efficiency 2 right now. Destroyed 1 tank. What unit counted as a tank kill? Disables that point there. Was that the AT gun he destroyed? I can never tell about this like kill counters. Like what unit died that he was considered a tank? Was it the AT gun? Probably was a munitions half track. If it did was a munitions half track, that's sort of weird. Engineers get back to the Pershing. Still has an engine crit. Don't think he realized that he actually just is still a little bit scratched. AT guns counts tanks. That's sort of... Yeah, that's sort of stupid. I know they count it as, when it comes to Wehrmacht, they are considered like light vehicles, not necessarily tanks. Got it. Just some bit of inconsistency. I cannot speak right now. My nose is starting to run at the moment. In a couple years, one.
Ready to redeploy.
Oh, little bit of late grenade there. Mortar half track goes this running barrage over here. Finds booby trap. And another person no one has an engine crit. Panther is now being summoned.
This is Panther Panzer. Mission successful. Victory point is ours.
Pershing course efficiency 1. I'm pretty sure he's close to efficiency 2. And when Pershing gets very veteran, it becomes hyper lethal against the Panthers. Pershing not taking a shot there. Ooh, and there's veterancy 2. Called it. There's maybe the point where the Pershing just beats 2 Panthers outright. But they did get the first volley there, but it does send some bounces there. Rolls a miss there. So the Pershing does need to back off a little bit.
Ready for requisition.
And there's field repair. I was wondering about that. He has no conditions for more field repairs. And the mortar half track's getting plinked a little bit. Over here, do you have the M1 gun trying to back on off, getting hit by the field repair. Pershing also can be supported by a engineer's repair. It looks like the MG emplacement here will go down to a nice set of flanking captures.
Rifle squad has the objective. Left flank, moving up. Take on over.
Booby trap has been triggered. Great hit down the rifleman. Pershing not engaging the Panzer Grenadiers just yet. Pershing gets double tapped there and does send a miss, so he needs to fall back.
Losing ground out
Had a little bit
there.
of trouble there, but now there's M1 guns for support. Does supply out another 30 count placement. Engineers get to the Pershing. M1 gun rolls a pretty abysmal miss there. Pershing scores a direct hit there. M1 AT gun rolls another miss there. Booby trap over here. Our squad does get splashed a little bit there, I believe. And also got the Hummel barrage over here as well. Rifle squads are just getting nailed by high
Allied war
explosives.
machine is at 100%. Our front lines are collapsing.
Someone call the cavalry?
We're losing ground out there. Supply lines are broken. We have territory
Mortar half
cut off
track,
from
maybe trying to
supply.
barrage last known location of the Pershing to get
Supply
the
lines are
repair
broken.
engineers.
We have territory
But they
cut
maybe
off
just
from
decided to
supply.
barrage the mortar emplacement, or not mortar emplacement, machine gun. Scorches the point there. Was he just trying to barrage the machine gun emplacement?
Heavy cavalry.
Got 2 Pershing push right forward. Panther here. Pershing pushing a little too far forward. Receiving miss there. Sends a pen.
We're throwing too much fire. We're taking fire here.
Rifle squad engaging the Panzer Grenadiers. Good pen there. Panther's one shot away from death, and he's keep on falling back. Rolls sends a miss there. See the pen there. Goes to the Panther, will live for now. Rifle squad could get a sticky bomb onto the mortar half track. I was thinking onto the Panther. No engine crit there, just damage. regular Sherman tank corps on the field, one of the best tanks of World War II. Panther goes down and gets Veteran C3 Pershing. Probably be worth the field repair going. Gets the sticky bomb there. Field repair active. Sherman tank does take a hit there, but field repair can usually out repair the DPS a single Panther. Let the Sherman tank score the kill if possible. Well, AT gun did. That's good as well. Let the Veteran C spread out to other units. Now the Pershing could push a bit more aggressively. Sherman received a direct hit there. And it looks like he won't be able to basically fall back and repaired. AT gun may go down there. Ooh. Taking a bit of a pounding there from that Hummel. As the player is far from any more deployment, has gone full Panzerschreck, so Bar Rifle Squad will be very effective. He does a 4-man squad, so increased health and damage. Yeah, I think the misplay the Panzer player had was probably actually the point of the Hummel. It was a nice vehicle. It is a nice vehicle, but the US player didn't have much left when he deployed out the Hummel. It's been annoying, that's for sure, preventing the points from being captured occasionally. But now the Vet 3 Pershing is a game-winning condition itself. That almost guarantees an annihilation victory for the US player.
We have secured the target.
Moving to that set and fire. Munitions secured.
Panzer Grenadiers, ready for orders.
Here now has 2 munitions. Doesn't have sector artillery just yet. Gotta be pretty close though. Pershing or Sherman tank starts taking some Panzerschreck fire. Received a miss there. Takes a pen there. Gets a good hit there. Another Sherman tank push way forward. And does see the bounce there. Many good hits on that Panzer Grenadier. Does fall back. Possibly getting wiped on out. Booby traps over your engineers. Does take some hits there. And gets wiped out entirely because Sherman tanks are good against infantry. AT gun does get decrewed. Pershing needs repairs. Sherman tank needs repairs. And does pick up Panzerschreck there, making it very good. That rifle squad very good versus Panthers, because Sticky Bomb and Panzerschreck is a good combo. Borkentika? Don't know if that's a great idea at this moment. There are Panther carcasses, but it'll take a bit of time to get them back online.
Charges set.
I think he should have gone. He needs to get out a pair of Panthers, then he can go for Borkentika to go for the value play. Because now he has nothing to stop a Sherman tank from advancing. Sure, 1 Panzerschreck is nice and all. Not perfect. Borkentika can't really advance forward. Does good bounce, has good armor. It is a Porsche Tiger. Rifle squad engaging. Grenade has been dodged. Love seeing good allied armor player. It's refreshing because too many just have. They do. The allied war machine does incentivize a certain type of playstyle. Sherman tank needs falling back. Does get the 2-1 there. Panzerschreck trying to line up a shot. Does get a hit there, but doesn't get the kill. Pershing now advancing. Borkentika takes some hits there. Good hits there. Panthers won't be available for another minute at minimum. Hummel firing away. Sherman tank falling back. Got the other Sherman tank now advanced way forward. Straight forward, you have, of course, the veteran Pershing. 2 veterans, very well vetted riflemen. Hummel does go down. Sherman tank rolls up, bounds in the rear armor. And there goes the Bergantiga.
Sherman on point.
An allied field repair there. A lot of wounded vehicles, so it's making great use of the field repair. Of course, got sector artillery in this sector, so taking a bit of damage there. Sherman tank should just probably just try to run, but it's largely out of vision range. The US player does have double capture in his favor. And now the US player has 1,000 manpower, so he can probably deploy out his own Panthers. Right? Pansley Panthers are almost available.
Our munition stores are under attack.
Boo. I like it. Yep, he's done very good with it. Never used Allied War Machine. I think he just now only recently obtained it. Sherman's more incentivized the deployment of field repair since they're pretty healthy and it's actually hard to get replacement. And if you go for field repair, at least you can help retain the 50 cal as well, which he has not gotten that either. But he's falling back, needs some repairs going. His Sherman takes all battered, bruised, and beaten.
Objective secured. Rifle squad defending. Eyes on me.
Rifle
Infantry.
squad catching the missions. Let's see. Yeah, he mostly been using field repair rather than the Allied War Machine. War Machine being the replacement ability. Got this guy captured up. Looks like he must have field craft. I think that's capturing faster than normal. M1 gun now deployed in the field. Doesn't really need the M1 gun. He has a Vet 3 Pershing.
Ready to do some battle. Sherman on point. Sherman
I think just best just to go for more Shermans.
ready for another beating.
He could go for Sherman 76, but also does reduce anti-infantry, and he's fighting against a good number of Panzerschrecks. He just needs to play around the Pershing, and that is his win condition. Right now, the VPs are very similar, got 146 versus 147, so I guess the US player has all hope is lost, he's behind. Mortar half-track firing away, while trying to hit the AT gun.
Here.
AT gun itself takes some damage. The senior mortar splashes the Sherman a little bit.
Taking fire from enemy armor.
Rifle squad straight forward, and the Vector 3 rifle squad does have that Panzerschreck. AT gun has been destroyed. Minor loss at the whole time. Sherman taking a bit of a beating there. Pershing at full health. Sticky bombs on the Panther. And it gets it destroyed in the crit there, so that Panther's done for. Pershing drawing some fire there. Receiving 10 inbounds. Sticky bomb the other Panther that may get destroyed in the crit. It should at least get damaged. Oh, immobilized. So that's dead. Power squad straight forward. They're actually staying pretty healthy as well since they're hyper vetted. Vet 3 and Vet 2. Pershing taking severe beating. No, not munitions. Oh, AT grenade thrown there. May get a short crit there. The Pershings got lucky not to hit death crit there. Mortar could take it out. Mortar gets a shortage of crit there, so it should have took it out. By the way, the Panzer player has pretty much nothing left. He has one Panzer Grenadier. His reinforcing Sherman tanks to just push forward, start destroying the infrastructure. All you can do right now is to save up for more manpower for another pair of Panthers.
Men are barely needed. Don't fuck up.
Taking time to destroy the carcasses. I don't think it's really necessary at this point in time. The play with the Sherman pins nearby, there's no way the Broken Team can recover anything.
Our base is
The
under
play
attack.
now is start just cleaning out the structures, maybe the Flak Irving to let the infantry advance. You could probably have infantry camp the spawn point to throw some sticky bombs. I don't think Hummels would have been a good idea. I think the first Hummel was actually a mistake. It was nice at hitting the squads to prevent the capture, but there has mostly been armored targets, not infantry targets he's been using Hummels against.
We're still fighting the enemy.
Does get a bounce there on the Flak Irving.
We've lost a unit.
Martyrs would have been a better option in a little bit of game. Getting one Martyr when he had all the light vehicles versus Greyhounds could have been quite nice.
Disabled, Commander.
But we do now have a pair of Panthers about to get forward on the field. Private squad needs to fall back. Got Incendiary Grenade there. Mega wiped out there. Engineers are injured here. Panthers now push way forward. AT gun for fire support. Pershing fully repaired, which should be able to 1v1 the Panthers. We do now have the 76mm upgrade since he doesn't have to fight too much infantry. 76mm will
The
help him
enemy
fight
is
the
seizing our
Panthers.
territory. Our base is under attack.
Well, Panthers trying to flank around. Got an AT gun here. Shermans and Pershing firing away. Gets a pen there. Got this Panther here.
Achtung, Panther battle groups are ready for
Good hits there. Many good hits there. That Panther got ripped apart. Damage and crit there. AT gun gets a good shot. Goes down. Giving a Veterancy 2 Shermans. 2 Veterancy 2 Shermans. Retaining that Veterancy. And now just charging.
Base is under enemy
Panther
fire.
goes down. Disables the fuel point. Got a single capture favor of the US player. He can probably spend time to repair up. Yep, it is fully repaired. Just need to mainly order the capture order. But right now he's pretty close to annihilation victory. He has no manpower in store. Going for a take.
Base is under
I'm not
enemy
sure.
fire.
That was the STG squad, wasn't it? No, that's the wrong structure for that.
We are losing a sector. The enemy is weakening even now.
And yeah, the game's ultimately over.
Forward supply
Just
line
back on the game. I'm going to fast forward a little bit. The game is over.
Unit has died in action. Morale is dropping as we hit 100 points.
And Leslie does back of the game now. This is great saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Please give a moment to use the restroom. My apologies, I'm back, and looks like I got a spam bot on Twitch. Let me get rid of that spam bot off of Twitch. Yep, their message has been getting more and more broken. There we go, that cleans up. Oh, thank you for, howdy. Wait, I thought I turned off, oh, that's, Rumble, not Kick. I've been having trouble with Kick with just spam bots. Oh, welcome to the stream. And there we go. Delete this one. Let's go on this, 2v2. It says map hack, but hopefully at least the game's still good. I've been having trouble finding 2v2s. Not many 2v2s being uploaded to the game's replay. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Company Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on the left side as the British forces have got Kel Gilgot. Spawn as the US forces have got Mo with a capital M, as well as a lowercase m. You now have the Schimwagen being employed in the field by the Panzerlead player MXQ18773266233. And as the other Panzerlead player, we have a foreign name. Whatever that double block means, whatever it is. Because sometimes just not all the fonts are available. In section plot fields, we've got double Panzerlead versus 1 Brits, 1 US. All I'm just hoping is for the British player not to go for raw artillery. Because the other two doctrines are the least picked doctrines in the entire game. Engineers advance to the fuel sector. We do have now the Schimwagen push way forward. A lot of fun things you can do with the Schimwagen. We're going to try and knock him around, but I think the capturing... I don't know which one's capturing... I think all three of the models are capturing since they're not firing. Does recapture there, get knocked around a little bit there, still being captured on up. But he's having trouble peeling him around. NT, I'm guessing that's saying not today. And that was pretty handily, so no little bit of cheese there. Engineers enter here, got double engineer into support weapons center, and seeing how slow that's building, that's probably sniper. Not a big fan of initial sniper play. I always think you should go for at least a 30 cal 2 first for support weapon play. And since they're against Panzer Elite, probably a good idea not to deploy a mortar whatsoever.
Speed governors have been updated on HQ trucks.
Let's like to fight static weapons. Or hardly very little static weapons being deployed in the field. Engineers engaging the Panzer Grenadiers. We do have... It is a US sniper. One engineer does fall back. Engineer takes some damage there. Sniper connects. And another Panzer Grenadier, of course, does fall back. Got two Panzer Grenadiers over here. And we do now have the HQ commander push forward. I think he has a speed governor upgraded. I wasn't paying attention to that. Trying to deploy himself onto the fuel sector. Maybe trying to push way forward. Gets a nice flank there. Sniper now taking fire there. And does manage to deploy because of light cover. And the Panzer is not falling back. Board HQ has been established. Got the increased fuel income, so may see a relatively quick Stuarts. And Grad captured the munitions sector. Lieutenant here with the intersections pushing the way forward. Grad pushing down south, maybe trying to decapture a sector and just be annoying. Looks like he's heading towards the munitions sector there. It is a cutoff sector, so we'll also deny these two strategic points. Schimwagen Panzer Grenadiers pushing up here. Got good number. Oh, that's what he's doing. He's going for the Panzer Command. So fast 2-2 being employed in the field. This could be for a half track. Hard to say exactly at the moment. We do have now another intersection forward in the field. So triple intersection. So maybe some bread and squads can get bad. Going for the field support truck now. Probably a good idea to immediately go for some sappers, get out some Piets. They're fighting against double pans lead. The chance for a 2-2 or 5 is highly likely. Sniper connects. 30 cal here. US 30 cal does have armor piercing rounds to be loaded on up to deal with the 2-2s, which is always quite nice. Leningrad being more annoying over here. Lieutenant capturing up the munitions sector. And we do have now the mortar half-track floating field.
German forces are
Let's see,
trying to
where's the
secure one
round
of our
barrage
sectors.
going? Ooh, nails the sniper. Double sniper now deployed by the US player. Amount of snipers in the field, he may need to get out some landmines. Panzer is pushing along the flank. Leningrad getting plinked a little bit there. Brens have been deployed in the field, very nice. 2-2 now deployed in the field. Team section pushed forward, supported by Lieutenant. It's good damage there. 2-2 advancing. Snipers have revealed themselves, so it's a good idea of 2-2 to advance this region. It's a retreat button once we realized it. And we'll be following them on the way home. The sniper, one sniper does go down.
We're losing a munitions sector.
And the other sniper will likely go down. Could get hop inside, does get gunned down there. Engineers take a bit of damage there.
Under fire.
He's lacking some ass to deal with this. Up here, looks like the British player's trying to get overran, but there's not much. It does do a 4th there, but the 30 cal goes down to mortar. Engineers have a bit of trouble. Support weapon centers, of course, always have a bit of trouble. And incendiary grenade there. The lieutenant getting splashed over there, damaging the crit onto the HQ command truck. And now I've got these guys getting suppressed. He needs to hit the retreat button to recover from suppression.
Base is under fire.
Of course, it's still a little bit warm. And now the half track's starting to fall back there. Lieutenant is special C1 as well, so her charge is available. Needs some damage there. Slowly being whittled down. We do have now the H2 pushing around. There is a captain there. He should have enough for a Stuart. Probably a good idea to go for a Stuart. Got the motor pool being established here. Does manage to happen it. Engineers pushing the way forward. And got damage to the crit there.
Lines are under attack. We're losing a sector.
Half track, game button, game plinked on down, rear armor exposed, and goes down slowly.
NCO reporting they have destroyed a German target.
Motor pool at this point in time, it's nearly a full health, so it'll probably be safe enough to cancel, then perhaps try to rebuild it over here. He is rebuilding over here without canceling this one. Yeah. Captain getting gunned down.
Got another KIA. It's a captain.
Jerry's all over us. CP ready.
And does take out the engineers, so it looks like the US player is trying to go for another squad of engineers. He's trying to get out a Greyhound. And Stuart almost built. We have all go for more than one Stuart as well. Probably just let the Stuart finish off. Has damage to crit. Don't need to really waste manpower on this. He does have the lieutenant here. Got a Panzer Grenadier here. Mortar half track firing away. Goes down. Hits the retreat button. Stuart now advancing. Needs to get back up here. Fort HQ here. Trying to put this Fort HQ to siege. Lieutenant captured that sector there. Help with the mobility issues of the Brits. Yeah, I know the replay said a possible chance for a map hack. I didn't see the 2-2. The snipers were firing way as so that's why the 2-2 could be explained charging down them. The only thing I could see that would warrant a map hack was the mortar barrage and that sniper there. But even then, that required a bit of a closer look.
Good to go, sir.
Nothing concrete, I would say, and looks like the Allies have backed up the game. Zangrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Yep. Let's see if I have any other 2v2s in my amount. This one, I need to take time and cast. Probably on off stream, because I've been told this one's a 3-hour long replay, so not worry about that. And I don't have any 2v2, so we'll just do the top one. Oops, sorry. I will try to do that next. And that'll probably be my last 2 replays. Plus, we haven't done a US versus Wehrmacht yet today either way. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Couple Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on the south side is US forces got Grave Mouth. I wonder if he kisses mother of that mouth. Spawn on the north side is the Panzerleet or Wehrmacht forces got Brandenburg. Looks like just a double Pioneer opener. Double Engineer over here. Of course I can just look right there, I don't need to look at the light. Hello. Yeah, not too bad, just 30 seconds, that's a little bit, but nothing too significant. This map is quite large. If his opponent went for a triple Pioneer opener, that actually would have been a bit more punishing. Of course, maybe that's a case of not going for map hacks.
Barracks complete, as ordered.
Rifle squad in build queue.
Squad ready for orders.
Pioneers captured the munitions sector. Rifle squad now being deployed. Volksgrenadiers now advancing maybe towards the munitions or fuel sector down here. And probably just this munitions sector. Looks like the Wehrmacht player is really eyeing for munitions. Got munitions, 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 and munitions. So he's trying to feed his hungry guns while give his vehicles a nice drink.
What do you need?
The funny thing as well, that quote's actually somewhat out of place because this is World War II conscription and drafts.
Point captured.
I suppose with drafts, I think you have a possibility to try to choose which branch. In this case, it would be the Army or the Navy. The Marines have always been part of the Navy, but can't say how much it was you have possibility choosing during this time frame. And the Air Force was, of course, known as the Army Air Force, so it's still part of the Army.
Move on, men. Tactical spacing.
Objective secured. Rifle squad defending. Yeah. Get your kit and form up.
Rifle squad pushes the way forward. And we've got the Volksgrenadiers moving around. Do have a early Wehrmacht sniper. I'm not usually a big fan of early snipers. You tend to have poor field control by deploying a sniper. Since one way to just deal with a sniper is just simply just charge at it. Volksgrenadiers and sniper now pushing the way forward. Of course, that sector is revealed due to it being already captured. Pioneers advance way forward.
Listen up, rifle squad.
Engineers backing off, taking a bit of fire there. Rifle squad does take a bit of damage now. Trying to go for a landmine. Will we see get the quota of sniper flying landmine this game?
Grabbing our territory.
That's it. Construction finished.
Landmine built. Sniper moving leftwards. Pioneer over here. Rifle squads over here. Looks like triple rifleman squad. 2 engineers versus 2 pioneers. Volksgrenadiers sniper into something. Maybe MG42. I want to see either MG42 or another Volksgrenadiers. Volksgrenadiers sniper firing away. Rifle squad backs behind the truck there. I don't think I've ever seen a unit took cover right there before. Because let's be frank, there's hardly any combat up there. or over here. Sniper firing against the rifle squad. Pioneers do back out the garrison. If they would have stayed in the garrison, at least would have draw a bit more fire there for the sniper. And we've got double Wehrmacht sniper. Yep, those. If you have a very good game, it's always nice to have those. Rack squad straight forward. He's seen the single sniper. Not sure if he's seen both snipers. 1 kill, 4 kills. They both have fired. Well, not if you realize that's 2 separate snipers is another matter. You'll find out soon enough, at least.
Ready for battle. Yeah, I was supposed to be napping. We took the point.
Our squad firing against the Pioneers. Let's see, engineer up here. Is that not retreating back? I'm thinking he's going to try to go for more landmines because it's surprising how effective landmines are versus snipers. Support weapon center now being employed, has been employed in field. He's going for a counter sniper. I understand. I hate how in Company Heroes 2, the best way to use a sniper is with another sniper, making it so it's just not great gameplay. I always hate the one-man sniper concept in Company Heroes. I prefer the Jaeger Light Infantry and Pathfinders from Company Heroes 2. A light infantry unit. Sniper does get a shot there. And there's that one whiffs, this one fires.
Forward supply lines are broken.
Let's see. Which doctrine is the most strong in the hands of a very good player? Give me a moment. Rifle squad does take a bit of damage there. This flanking rifle squad there does not manage to take out either of those snipers there, since the MP40 focuses on the region. Does fall back there.
Objective secured. Rifle squad defended.
We're losing a fuel sector. Dog is offering to have a look-see.
Ah, there we go. He is going to hard counter snipers with air reconnaissance. But what's the best doctrine in strong hands of 1v1s? None of the Pan's elite. All those are more, honestly, are better in team games than in 1v1s. Maybe Tank Hunter, but that's a little bit weaker. Armor is okay, but that's also more of team doctrine. I think it would be U.S. infantry for the M2s. That's probably the most popular doctrine in 1v1s. For Wehrmacht,
Our supply lines are being
defense is quite nice because you get off-map artillery barrage. Blitzkrieg's always pretty nice as well because Manpower Blitz and Stu's are both very excellent units with some flexibility of stormtroopers and stun grenades, and of course you get a Tiger tank. And of course Terror is quite nice, but a little bit more situational. Definitely one you want to focus on mission sectors for. But I would say U.S. infantry. Howdy. I'm doing good. Ripe squad does fall back. Triple sniper here. U.S. player right now has his own counter sniper in the field, but of course, fourth sniper. He's going to have no front line. At this point in time, Jeeps are definitely a pretty good way to go, and Greyhounds. No, took a shot there in the Volks. I always say your first kill of your sniper should be upon the sniper. In this case, I don't like that shot. True, Luftwaffe ground forces is quite nice. Though the Whirlwind and the Short Barrel Panzer IV have overlapping roles, so. And the Flak Irving's okay, but very situational. Flak 88s are generally pretty good, but that's the last of that line. S-Mines, that's probably the best ability from Luftwaffe ground forces. Not S-Mines, Butterfly Bombs. Well, Fallschirmjägers and Luftwaffe ground forces squad is both quite nice, but I think the Butterfly Bombs is probably the best, most cost-effective ability in that doctrine.
Munition sector.
Yeah, there's a lot of overlapping roles. STGs are nice, though the FG-42s are pretty nice because also the squad's already a 4-man squad. Pioneers up here. He does have only one Volksgrenadier for a defense. Maybe save up munitions, try to go for a recon and then strafe. Going for another counter sniper. He has a had a very nice amount of munitions at 69. Now he's down to 53. Problem with saying Flak 80 and Henschel, both are the final line, so it does take a bit of time to get to that point.
Germans are
The
seizing territory from us.
HS-129B3.
Reporting construction complete.
Snipers push way forward, rifleman
Just
squad
give me a
there.
rifle, one round,
Forward
and point
supply
me at
lines are
Berlin.
broken.
Contact! Ground infantry!
Oh, wait, is that 5 snipers? Veteran C1 as well. MP40 squad. Rive squad here. Here comes the recon.
Enemy unit.
One
your
sniper,
sniper
counter sniper
killed in
does
action.
get counter sniped, so sniper, and there goes both the US snipers. Motorcycle there. With the motorcycle and all the snipers in the field, let's see. He has a lot of fuel. Probably go for
Supply
a
lines are broken. We have
whatchamacallit,
territory
a
cut off from
motor pool or tank depot at this point in
Operation
time.
posts report we are losing a sector.
And I say save the missions up. The sniper's been being blobbed. Save up for a strafing run and try to strafe all of them at once. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen 5 snipers before. I've seen 4 snipers, but I don't think I've ever seen 5 snipers. Either way, he's playing very nasty. Invisible Petrograd's probably the most powerful thing, actually, now think about it, from Luftwaffe ground forces. I do highly rate butterfly bombs, though. They float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. A rifle squad getting ripped apart there. At this point in time, just
The Huns
try
are
to
taking our
avoid building
territory.
rifleman squads. Just go straight for a tank motor pool or tank depot. Rifle squad needs to fall back, decap to the point there. At this point in time, yeah, just avoid deploying things that snipers can
Number of
counter.
units
Just
was
don't deploy a thing that snipers can counter.
Annihilated.
Because he is lacking infantry units. And if he's worried about landmines, there is Sherman crabs. Give your opponent some crab.
Airdrop reserves are now available.
No, like I said, go for strafing run.
They're
Goes for a
taking one
tank
of our
depot,
points.
get a Sherman tank, get a crab, and just push forward. Let's see. He could have gone for a Jeep, but the problem is landmines. Landmines are pretty good versus Jeeps, so as the longer game goes on, the more situation it is, because that's a US landmine. Okay, so we got US landmines in the field, and he has minesweepers. He is being smart
Losing a
about it.
victory
He
point.
is getting
We are
minesweepers
losing
in
a
the
victory
field,
point.
because he knows that that's pose a threat to snipers.
Krauts are grabbing our territory.
We finished construction.
Let's see. Is it gonna go for Sherman or Sherman Crocodile? I don't want to see M10 or Hellcat. Don't reinforce squads, it's not worth the manpower.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory out of supply. The Huns are taking
Got
our
another
territory.
rebuilt 5th sniper. Regular Sherman tank, good. I want to see a crab. One of the few times I would say go for a crab. Because usually just a minesweeper is just a cheaper option. Crab is very reliable.
We're
I haven't
losing
seen anything
ground out
about
there.
cheating. He's always had his Volksgrenadiers in front of his snipers, which means he is trying to
Forward supply
use
lines
sniper
are
as the
broken.
Volksgrenadiers bait, so which does give
hold the
indication of no
initiative.
cheating.
Supply lines are broken.
Flamethrower here. He's not pushing towards the
Cut off
VP
from
because
supply.
does not know where the snipers are. He can always go for recon, but that's going to be expensive. He's down to 37 munitions per minute. Sherman tank now deployed in the field. He has plenty of fuel for another pair of Shermans.
Okay, done building.
Just be sparing with the reinforcements for the riflemen. Everything's in formation up there. Running no upgrade. How much is the munitions upgrade for the crab? I forget. He's staying his own sector there.
Cam, ready for action.
Rifle squad blocking a little bit.
Roger. Sherman on point.
Save missions for the strafing run. Go for the strafing run. Airborne is not what he needs. Actual sectors there.
Sherman on point.
Engineers do have Minesweeper. Okay, it's good. He doesn't need the crab. I should have looked at them. Stay away from the points. If he's going for mass snipers, he's probably gone for defense for more spotting. Motorcycle up here. No Kriegsberg, so no Pack 38s. Of course, the US player does not know that. There's the Kriegsbergs now.
Sherman on point.
Being very aggressive with the Sherman tank. I don't like how far away is from the Minesweeper. Though with our Castle Vision, we still don't see any landmines there. But the US player must assume there's landmines around every corner.
Is ours. We're taking lock down.
Kriegsbergs is still being built. If he interrupts that, he wins. Because he's likely gone for defense. I don't think he's going to have access to stormtroopers to get Panzerx. He's lost the incomplete Kriegsbergs, Veterans 3 support units, which means that's where all his fuel went. Engage the Pioneers and destroy the scaffolding. Rifle squad got sniped a lot. Just retreat back to that
Lost a
squad.
unit.
Does lose the rifleman.
They're all dead.
Veterans 3 snipers reload pretty quickly.
Taking fire.
I think as well, him just don't focus the Pioneer. It's the scaffolding should go down pretty quickly before it gets a Pack 38 out in the field. Crush one of the Pioneer models because they like to throw themselves in
Enemy
treads.
unit down.
Does take out the Pioneer, now take us to Krieg's barracks.
Naval Company has the point.
The Bulk Raiders only has Panzerfaust. That's his only source of AT at the moment. Let's switch over to the other Pioneer squad.
Losing ground out there.
Trying to finish the Krieg's barracks, getting knocked around. Snipers can't do much in this situation.
We have a threat to our victory.
Let's switch over to the Wehrmacht player. He has very little capture progress. He's gone for Blitzkrieg and does not have stormtroopers. Why did he go for Blitzkrieg with sniper spam? Focus down. Kriegsberg's almost destroyed. Just focus on the Kriegsbergs. Demo of Engineer. That's definitely a good call. I always forget that exists. Try and pair up the Kriegsbergs now.
They're in our base. They're hitting our base.
Another Sherman tank advancing. Very nice. That'll greatly improve his DPS. He has a lot of Pioneers. He should have retreated them all. Plenty of VPs remaining, so the US player can trade VPs for Annihilation victory. First time I ever had to say that. Rifle squad needs to fall back. He needs to get back off all the infantry. Yeah, that's the problem with the engineer demos. Too many snipers.
Assault troops are waiting on attack.
There's some stormtroopers. He going for double pan strike. There, I understand him trying to go for Blitzkrieg to get out stormtroopers for pan strikes, but I'm not sure why he went for Blitzkrieg. Was he trying to go for manpower blitz?
They're at our full complement.
Wiggle the Sherman tank.
Yeah.
He did cancel the Pack 38.
Base under enemy fire.
Now he has to be careful on these camouflage stormtroopers, which Sherman tanks are also pretty good for stormtroopers. He's trying to get both pan strikes before it reveal himself. That stormtrooper pops on out, get crushed thrice.
One of our snipers is down.
Oh, sniper found a landmine. I missed it. Darn. Now this other stormtrooper's product is going to upgrade with Panzer Strike, only one. He has plenty of munitions for others. The US player has of course gone for Airborne for the recon run, does not have access to allied field repair from armor. Stormtroopers get fully crushed there. He has repaired up the HQ. He knows the stormtrooper is camouflaged somewhere over there. Missed it. He's about to take out the Pioneers.
Base is taking fire. The enemy has 300 points.
He defended the fatherland until his death.
Another Sherman tank here can just simply drive to his opponent's base. Triple capture against the US players, so a bit of countdown against him. Pioneer threw himself to the treads. Stormtroopers down with one model and out of reinforcement range. Plus try creeping over to the Wehrmacht quarters. Third Sherman tank push way forward. Yep, just fall back. Don't even bother pushing the riflemen. They will not manage to do much. Trying to destroy the HQ, deny deployment on any more further stormtroopers. Let's spot another stormtrooper. He knows where they roughly are. He knows where this squad is, so pushing them together like that is a horrible idea. Gets revealed, gets crushed. Just needs to wiggle a little bit there.
The unit has
Gets gunned down because he should not have picked them up like that. Gotta drop Panda Trek there. Pioneer couple I fall back and try to pick it up.
They're in our base. They're hitting our base.
Sherman tank here, repaired up enough. That's probably a good, adequate. Eventually 2 Sherman tank here. Eventually 2 Sherman tank will just fall back here and start engaging the other structures. Main gun short there, so fall back to the engineers in this corner. Keep the engineer hidden. I don't think it'd be a good idea to advance way forward, but he is. Does try and get the reinforcements. Gotta be out of the garrison to be reinforced. And Sherman tank following him back. Gun's a little bit flaccid at the moment. And there goes stormtroopers. Booby trap the HQ. I don't know how much damage a booby trap does from the HQ. Rarely ever happens. And he does destroy there, denying further stormtroopers, and that's annihilation victory. Oh, he managed to deploy it out in the last possible moment. And picks up the storm one Panda Trek there. Trying to be an upgrade from another. Sherman tanks, of course, good versus infantry, though they are a little bit wounded. Flamethrower being utilized.
Our opponent has 200 points.
Gun. His engineers repairing on up. It does not take it out there. Maven 0 health remaining. Stormtroopers trying to get reinforced. That just crushed into objects. Stormtroopers could have picked up another Panzer Trek there. Something could have. Gets reinforced there. Volkswagen falls on back, trying to get some Panzerfaust off. Strafe run for the US player. Strafe run from the US player. I was guessing if he could do that. Does go out, takes up the Stormtrooper. Volkswagen is pinned. He needs to focus on the Volksgrenadiers. They can fire Panzerfaust, which is pose a threat. The Volksgrenadiers go down. Pioneers pick up those Panzer Treks. Oh wait, no, they can't because of Minesweepers. Snipers, they can't. They're trying to engage the engineers. They retreat. The engineers just focus on the Pioneers. He doesn't have access to reinforcements either. If he loses the Pioneer, he will have access to reinforcements, which gives him some more Pioneers, right? Takes that one out. I guess the Sherman back here got repaired up enough. There's his reinforcements. We can give him access to artillery also, which has the off-map howitzer or mortar barrage. Sherman 76. I don't think that's going to be useful right now. Engineers have gone down. Oh, more Volks for Panzerfaust. Very nice. And both the trucks go down, just leaving up the bunkers. Volkswagen has gone down. There's a squad of Volks, Pioneers, and the artillery officer crushes everything. Volks down, Pioneers down. What was that? Don't kill Pyros. They're already dead. And you got the artillery officer there. You can bring in the heavy mortar barrage. You can also deploy Goliaths from the bunkers, right? Do you need a battle phase to deploy Goliaths? I don't think you need.
Coward.
And that should be Annihilation? Yep, and that is Annihilation. This Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Probably a Goliath would have been useful. If your opponent's trying to not play the game normally, then don't play the game normally yourself. Alright, you said you wanted Panzer Elite? And this will probably be my last replay for tonight. Here's one. Yep. I remembered. Greetings everyone, and great here. Another Company Heroes 1 replay. So on the left side as the Panzer Elite Force, we've got Maverick. On the right side as the British Force, we've got QF. Which is meant for quality fire, right? Schimwagen here. Got 3 games today with Schimwagens. That's quite nice. I always like to see these guys. Hopefully we'll see some fun ability usage there. I think Tank Hunter and Luftwaffe Ground Forces both offer good variants of the Schimwagen. Though, to be fair, the Kettengrad is definitely a better Luftwaffe Ground Forces variant, but the Schimwagen's marked target's actually not too terribly bad. It's also, I believe it's free, so great way to help win fights, especially for Brits who tend to pull out a lesser number of infantry squads there, so you can probably really focus down individual squads with that ability. Though Camouflage Kettengrad is always very good. And I think the Tank Hunter is better for the Schimwagen rather than the Kettengrad because able to pull out landmines is such a powerful ability. As opposed to the other landmine ability, Scorched Earth's Incendiary Trap is situational. It's okay, not great. It's hard to make good value out of that. Mark target ability obtained, so we do now have Luftwaffe Ground Forces available for the Panzer Elite player, able to bring in the mark target. Which faction has the best soundtrack? I would say the Brits. US and Wehrmacht have very similar sounding soundtracks, they're ever so slightly different. Panzer Elite has a bit more of this metal sound effect, or marching sound effect, I don't know how to describe it. The Brits just have British orchestra, and I sort of like the Brits. And on second place, probably Panzer Elite. The US and the Wehrmacht definitely have a bit more ambient soundtracks, which is honestly probably pretty good for the campaign. Gives it more of a element of suspense. I'm a rabbit. I'm not a rabbit, I am a fox person. You now have a bit of damage there onto the infantry section. Does take a bit of damage there. We've got both of these Panzer Grenadiers engaging. And going for the cutoff sector, very nice, but it's currently cutting off nothing. British HQ has actually re-established on the munitions sector. Probably should have put it right there. The farther back does make it a little bit safer retreat point than out in the open. We now have an early 250 half track now deployed in the field. Scope Rifle Squad on the flank, get behind some good heavy cover. This map has a lot of heavy cover there. There is the marked target. You can see the glowing red effect. And the Panzer Grenadiers are focusing down. Does have full enemy force there of the 250 half track. We got another Schimwagen deployed in the field, so it's going for multiple marked targets. Panzer Grenadiers need reinforcement. This one needs healing. Of course, that's not exactly available at the moment. just fall back at reinforcements. They could load them both up there and tax them away to safety. They're not bulletproof in the back of it, but they will be trouble being hit. And reinforce now. And now we've got the intersection pushing its way forward slowly, because Brits don't know how to jog outside of their own sectors. Fuel sector captured on up. And he does load up the half-track there. It is, of course, over Garrison. One should dismount, probably the healthier one, and get behind some good heavy cover.
Kampfgruppe Leer can now use the feared Luftwaffe ground forces.
Mortar half-track now deployed in the field, which can be very nice. The Brits don't really have static weapons, but due to them being out of supply, it makes them a bit more static. We also got now a Vickers gun here as well. Plus, the mortar half-track itself is quite mobile, so you don't have to worry about taking time to set on up and barrage. Just start firing away. That's probably a good balance reason. But it can target the HQ command trucks, right? I thought so. There's always a little bit weird inconsistencies when it comes to this game. And now the infantry section pushed way forward. Got the Luftwaffe ground forces now deployed in the field. Mortar half-track firing his first round. I have a feeling it's going to miss the squad. Oh! Sort of walked into it. Also did somewhat miss there as well. Didn't take too much damage. Incendiary mortar. A little bit of 7-10 split situation where it just lands in between of everything. And the Panzer Grenadiers have taken some damage.
We can use Luftwaffe ground forces to take the fight to the enemy.
Each section takes some fire there. Mortar half-track. Range a little bit far once again. Got a bit of suppression there from the infantry half-track. Infantry section 3-4, getting a bit of fire onto that Schimwagen. Scope rifle pushing along the flank. Bren, took a direct hit there from the mortar with the mark target on. I think mark target just improves action, not damage dealt. But that Bren squad doesn't need to fall back. Mortar half-track is barraging the Scorpion squad, who did use deploy those marksmen there. Luftwaffe ground force is still firing away. Does mount up there with the half-track. Only has to be a firing spot, but there's only 3 guys in the back, so he will fire with all the guys. Mortar barrage. Oh, that mortar is closer in shot. Could get a direct hit there. Into the crit there. Nope, landed too short. At that point in time, might as well just hurl mortars with your hands. Another mortar half-track here. Maybe a little bit too much. He's going heavy in the Kampfgruppe Company play. And now we do have the field support truck. Maybe a Stuart or 2 wouldn't be half bad. I don't think he's realized his double mortar half-track just yet. But Stuart play could be quite nice. And now got the Schimwagen push way forward. Mortar half-track Schimwagen advancing. Panzergrenadiers have been reinforced. And we do have these intersections getting reinforced. And we've got the lieutenant going around over here, trying to capture up the flank. Doing a good job with that. Vectors in placement, engaging the Schimwagen.
Company is available to take the field.
Scope rifle squad and intersections push way forward. Does suppress the Panzer Grenadiers. And we've got the Luftwaffe ground forces being suppressed. Panzer Grenadiers do get pinned. Mortar half-track firing away. And you've got the intersections creeping the way forward. Bit damage there onto the Schimwagen. Schimwagen has gone down. Grenadiers fall back. Mortar gets a pretty good splash hit there. Hit the full retreat button. Try to crawl away. Was not a good idea. Next mortar, I think it's going to be pretty deadly. Does get inside the garrison. The mortar didn't rain far. half-track is loaded on up, providing some good protection there. Shimwagen trying to capture the VP. And we've got some defense, especially on the Luftwaffe ground forces. These mortars are close range, so they're going to get reduced scatter. A pretty good incendiary mortar there. Bren squad gets out of the garrison. The Skoparov squad takes a regular mortar hit there to make it wipe out. Mark back on the Skoparov squad as well. Does fall back there. Piet's firing. It's a good hit there. Right now, maybe a short barrel Panzer IV would be quite good. His opponent's going for infantry play, and everything's vulnerable to a short barrel Panzer IV.
Enemy unit
And the Piet squad does get thrown away. Gives another good reason why to go for a short barrel Panzer IV. Captain deployed in the field. Got something deployed in the field. Support truck. Could be for another Sapper. Could be for a Stuart. Stuart's probably a good option. Panzer truck completed on the remaining Panzer Grenadier. Does get another one over here. Going for the Panzer Command. I'm also thinking Mortar would be a good deployment call.
We are not built for heavy combat.
He has anti-infantry. I think he needs a bit more anti-vehicle. And you could simply just set up the mortar back here and just haul it down. Officer or captain? I'm talking. You mean the Sturm officer? I have no idea. I'm guessing Sturm officer, the artillery officer, I should say. But that sounds like a. What was the movie or show that had two guys shooting each other at point-blank range, constantly missing?
We are losing ground.
Now the Stuart advance way forward. Good hit there. Good Luftwaffe ground force trying to get repairs in combat.
The enemy is seizing our
Good
territory.
hit there. Rolls and miss there with the Stuart, of course. Definitely needs a Sapper on the field. Maybe repair a Sapper bit overheal. Needs to also keep on falling back. Mortars do pose a threat to it.
The enemy has destroyed
Takes
one of
out the Schimwagen. Mortar half track alive, but barely. Skoparov squad does get out of the garrison. Great mortar hit there. Great mortar hits there. And Skoparov squad is getting ripped apart. It needs to start falling back. Does. Bren squad needs to start falling back. British players throwing away too many squads. Elite Bolsheviks cannot be brought in. I'm just curious. Got Bolsheviks deployed out there. Bren squad, he's trying to kill this off, but has plenty of health. Bren squad needs to fall back. British player has a mix of resources. Going for a Sapper now. Probably should go for a repair Sapper to get it overhealed. Ready to improve your durability. We got now, looks like also artillery summoned. Ooh. Does got the 250 half track. The mortar half track's falling back. Very good also artillery. Yeah, that doesn't really help out. I have no idea who will win the fight between the two. It's probably even up to, I wouldn't surprise me if it's subjugated to RNG.
Infantry section ready. Send. Heavy MG ready.
Go ahead.
Receiving enemy fire!
German forces
Mortar half
are trying
track.
to take a petrol
Okay,
sector.
go ahead! I'll overrun them.
Captain does take a pretty good amount of hits there. Good chance he just gets wiped out.
The captain is KIA.
Captain does go down, so no longer provides powerful defense aura, which could have been very useful for the cutoff sector.
Signals reading in.
No. Should repair up the Stuart first. That is a higher valued asset than the machine gun placement.
Send your message.
No Stuart on the build queue. Definitely should get repair sappers. Yeah, I still think it's the artillery officer But the problem is, that health means nothing if you can't do damage. At that point in time, I don't think either can do damage. That fight could probably last an hour for all I know.
Losing a sector.
Got a big lag spike there by the British player. That name's just hard to see. Multiple lag spikes there, that's not good. Landmine got detonated there, wiped out a squad there. That's bad luck there. And looks like on the micro there. Lag spike has subsided.
Send your message, son.
No repair cycle upgrade. Victor's placement firing wake, some good hits on the Pantrick squad. Stewart advancing. It's a good shot down the Luftwaffe ground force. Both those guys suppressed. Stewart advancing. Focus down the Panzerschreck squad. Bolshevik do have a Panzerfaust. Of course, there's also a Panzerschreck into the garrison. Lose that Panzer here entirely. These repairs in combat. Definitely need the repair staff upgrade. Not only improves repairs, but still overhealed. Gets good hits there. And the Panzer player needs to go for a Martyr. I think short-barreled Panzer IVs can fight Stuarts quite well. I don't know exact top of my head. I think if they're hauled down, they can beat them. Forgot, this is a Martyr, not the Martyr upgrade. A regular Martyr not being employed in the field. Very nice. He does need it. He has one Panzerschreck, one and two Luftwaffe ground forces, and a Fallschirmjäger. Make that one less Luftwaffe ground forces.
This is ours now.
Seven damage per hit doesn't mean much. Also, chance of hitting matters as well.
The enemy has
More half track goes down. Looks like the Panzer player so he got affected by some sort of bug. Because the captain also has is the defense aura, which also could allow him to be a lot more survivable in a friendly sector. There's a lot of variables in play when it comes to that one. And I'm pretty sure captains have a different armor. They also have different armor type. So they take something involving armor types also. I don't know how to describe. We do have the Schimwagen up here, decapturing the sector there. We do also have the Schimwagen over here as well.
Our enemies will cower as the Wirbelwind Flakpanzer is now available for deployment.
Verbal ones are nice and all, but I don't... Well, I suppose if we get out two Martyrs, then you go for a Verbal one. Stuart's are going to cause some issues. Right now he has one remaining. Another Stuart on the build queue. And it's maybe one of the few times where Bofors could be quite useful. Put a Bofors around here to use the terrain as cover.
MG ready.
Ready for your orders.
Martyr being a bit of a stuck in the mud. Schimwagen trying to lure towards the Martyr. The Martyr could try pre-deploying
German
right
forces
around
are
here.
trying to take a petrol sector.
Let's see, how well does that see? Did the Martyr get revealed? Maybe not.
Combat reports show the German vehicle was knocked out in that
Martyr
last
does not
skirmish.
get a shot off there.
Bloody hell, they've zeroed in on us.
Now the PS has spotted the Martyr. Martyr does take a good hit there and make that 2 hits. Yep, barring the fact that there's also possibly sending mortars. I think Bofors would be good, just have to play around and hunt down the mortar half-track. We now have the mortar sitting on up, firing at point-blank range. Gets a great hit there. 2 more shots could take out the Stuart. 1 more shot could take out the Stuart. But the mortar's almost down as well. It does take out the Stuart there. Does take it out. This Stuart is at full health. Receives a good hit there. 2 more shots could take it out. Stuart is not engaging. Howdy. We do now the Piet and Bren squad push way forward. Got a squad of Fallschirmjägers. They do have the Panzerfaust. Good hit there by the Stuart. Martyr has backed on off with a mortar half-track here.
Objective secure! That's our flag, and don't you forget it!
Multiple Fallschirmjägers push way forward. Very nice. Mortar half-track may get a good shot there. Bit of volley there. Do now the Stuart firing away. Deployed Deadly Marksman was deployed. Fallschirmjägers focus down the Bren squad. He's quite wounded. So is the Fallschirmjägers, so it's hard to say how this fight will go. The mortar half-track may have a say in the fight as well. Unless the Bren squad will fall back, make it wiped out there. Multiple Fallschirmjägers. Or should I say just say 1 squad of Fallschirmjägers, since there's 4 guys there. No cancer shot there by the Stuart. Martyr fired a pot shot against the Bren squad. And the Bren squad does manage to escape on out of there. Another, oh, and we do have a Bofors being built there. Very nice. I think it would have been better to go right there to have more side-to-side coverage. From over here, the mortar hatch should be engaged. I don't know, can... my voice is cracked. Can a Martyr outrange a Bofors? I can't see the range of it.
The battalions just received access to self-propelled artillery.
Looks like the Luftwaffe ground forces here is out of range. I can highlight that, see the tack symbol. Oh, I can still do it there. Then if I get off of it. I always like seeing unusual assets like the Bofors. You just don't see that. But he has gone for raw artillery. Martyr can. Yeah, that's why I thought so. That's why I think pushing up towards the structure to prevent him from just outranging it was a good idea. Now you to be a bit careful with the Martyrs. Piet's doing a decent job there, but now there's 2 Martyrs. Good shot there on the Stuart. Got Stuart here, does put the mortar half-track, as was the Martyr. But the Martyr's also here to support out. Martyr does get a good shot there, as well as the Martyr gets a good hit there as well, knocking out the Stuart. Down south, we've got the Stuart here. Engaging the Luftwaffe ground forces. Also, you guys do throw the anti-structure incendiary grenade, which is actually a different incendiary grenade than the Panzergrenadiers. And I think he fully wiped out that squad there. Yes, it looks like he did. The anti-structure grenade lasts like twice as long. It can nearly destroy a slit trench with 1 go, but not entirely. And that's the nice thing about Fallschirmjägers as well when compared to Panzergrenadiers with STGs. They have a bit more utility, such as the anti-structure incendiary grenade. I believe they also have extra Panzerfaust, so it's far more reliable than the AT grenades, as well as some camouflage capability as well. Yep, looks like the Martyr is outranging the Bofors. Fallschirmjägers needs to fall back a little bit there, just get some spotting. Very nice, but the Stuart's going to charge way forward. Use the Bofors as bait, does retarget it, and was not repaired up at all, so he will take damage there. And since he did not go for repair sappers, he didn't get the overheal there. Overheal could have allowed him to take an additional shot there. The overheal really does change the map. Does take the mortar there with the Fiats, very nice.
The initiative is ours. Victory countdown started.
Good shot there. And I think there's a 25 pounder on the field, or maybe a priest. Some sort of artillery. Oh no, it's officer artillery. Does have enough to bring up the priest. And a priest has been ordained onto the field.
Fire solution.
Show some respect to the markers, you won't.
Say the word.
I'm not sure the Brits ever used priests in World War II. Wouldn't surprise me if they were Lend-Leased over. I know they have their own variant, or I think that's most of the Canadians, with a sexton. The priest uses the M3 chassis, the same one as the Lee. And I believe the sexton used the Ram chassis, which I don't know if that's somewhat based on the Sherman chassis or the Lee chassis. Also, one's a 105 and one's a 17 pounder, or not 17 pounder, 25 pounder. Does get directly over the mark, knocking it out as well, but he does no longer really need martyrs there. Martyrs are more defensive, now that he's a bit more aggressive with the priest in the field. And probably just get out of this garrison. One stray shot could take it out, though there's quite a bit of opening there for the rounds to pass through now.
Got crew ready.
Find some cover.
Fucking hurry, eh? Ack engaged already.
Bofors getting repaired on up. Got the lieutenant here with efficiency 1. 2-2 and mortar half track there. Mortar half track can still be useful against the Bofors, which stays alive. Another reason why to get a repair sapper to get it overhealed. But 2-2 cannot advance towards the Bofors. The Bofors is basically meant to counter 2-2s and 250 half tracks. And the occasional flame half track, but that's probably not likely ever.
Tank ready for battle.
Another Stuart deployed on the field. I think as well going for mass Stuarts, it also does complement Royal Engineers. We got Churchills. We do now have these forces pushing down south.
6 ready.
Stuart push way forward. Now it does need another martyr. But the martyrs have martyred. Have been martyred. Martyred. Blah. There goes that joke. Red squad here capturing up the cutoff sector, which is currently cutting off, well, eventually the mission sector up here. Scoopar is catching up that sector there. Pansley player just trying to rotate around. Fort HQ could try to redeploy. I think this would be a better spot for the Fort HQ rather than right there. Farther back will allow him to use this building as more of cover. Putting it right here means his retreat point's out in the open, which is not a good idea. So I understand why he pulled back all the way there, but I think it could be pushed to right there. Does spot the field support truck on the pan truck here, so we're going to be really effective against it.
Prepare to move.
The priest could rotate around. Additionally, he could push forward the priest as well. The turreted machine gun does offer suppression like the Stag Out, which I think is a really stupid design. Field support truck has seen some beatings there. There's the priest firing way too far. He does dodge the shots there. Panzerfaust was fired there. And we got the Brent squad, or primarily the lieutenant, firing across the river. Canister trying to push forward. Stewart gets the direct hit there on the squad. Canister could have ripped the rest of the part of the squad apart.
Our forward sectors.
And now we got a martyr over here as well, so he does have more AT options.
Yes, sir.
I do like the fact that the Pansley players just not deploying on Panthers. I think Panthers are a little on the overrated side. They're good, but I think overrated.
Going after one of our munition stores.
and pretty much overused. Do now the Martyr and the Stewart now engaging. Stewart cannot take another shot there. Brand has been dropped there. Stewart has gone down. Martyrs are pretty good tank destroyers. They offer good damage with more pistol blast cannons, of course. And they're not bulletproof, just bullet resistant. You're definitely not Piet proof.
Germans are now at 300 points.
And the Piet squad does get wiped on out, which means he has no more repair squads, does he? That's not good. And he's
QM's
not
just
used for
distributed
truck there.
supercharged round into the army.
He would have kept that Piet squad alive. He at least have a squad for repairs, so he can go straight to armor command since he does have a captain. Oh, good officer artillery there. Then again, the captain is dead. Ooh, took a pretty nasty hit there. Another priest has been ordained on the field. He has one scope of squad. Now you wish he's gone for commandos because he needs lacking infantry squads. Hey,
Germans are trying to secure
no squad
our
right there.
patrol.
There's two separate squads. 25 or priest firing away. Does wow? What artillery barrage is that? A creeping barrage. He's good hits there. Ooh, took it there. He's just getting ripped apart by the artillery. I think the Brit has been a bit wasteful. The Peaslee player has lost some units recently, but overall he's been doing a little bit better. Drop the Bren, he can pick that up, but boy, are these guys now battered. Got a squad of Fallschirmjägers here with FG-42s. The lieutenant could pick up the Bren. Scope rifle as well. Scope rifle does. At first I was wondering what type of artillery barrage was that, and I forgot about creeping barrage because I'm not expecting one there. Officer artillery there, forced by the Luftwaffe ground forces. Fortunately, getting splashed by the barrage as well. And does go for the armor command truck. He has no source of repair, so that's going to be a bit dangerous.
Standing by on you, sir.
Though right now, Cromwell, some Cromwells won't be half bad. The Martyrs can fight them, but Cromwells can fight them. And right now, the British player does have capture in his favor. The Peaslee player has less tickets, but it feels like the Peaslee player is in a better position right now. Production? Oh yeah, he's gone for Luftwaffe ground force. He has access to Henschel, so... And that will meet most of the anti-tank needs, so Cromwells are now exceedingly less useful. Not sure, a good number though. I really think people who go for mass Stewards should definitely get repair sappers that overheal. Then the Stewards just take another shot, means they, in that case, will last 33% longer.
We are losing ground.
Send your mission
I
orders.
think the Fallschirmjäger's trying to get a Incendiary grenade there. Anti-structure grenade, I'm not sure. Martyrs barraging the Bren squad and getting some hits there. Fallschirmjägers and Penskadiers push along the river. Look, Bren squad needs to fall back. The front being wiped out of the moment, so is the lieutenant. Officer artillery there. Does use the Bren squad a little bit foolishly. Here comes the Henschel. And here comes the Hoover. Direct hits nukes the Penskadier. And Lieutenant almost goes down by the Henschel. And almost takes some damage there from the Martyr and Henschel. And goes down. Panzerfaust connected. Was not the Panzerfaust score kill. Bofors, Barragen are engaged in the Martyr. Martyr too close. Martyr still pushing forward. That Henschel, that Priest has full health. Now this will. Oh, it does manage to take out the Bofors in time. Got lucky there. Bofors got caught reloaded. Priest can possibly take out the Martyr there with the coaxial, or turreted machine gun. Cromwell here. Both goes down. Martyr pulls down. More level 1 defense. Cromwell, of course, actually able to fire. Martyr rotating around ever so slowly. Fresh squad of fortune I think trying to go for a Panzerfaust. Luftwaffe ground forces may get ran over. Panzerfaust connects. And Martyr scores a kill there, takes the hull down. Lieutenant push right forward. I don't think the British player has much left on the field. Intersection, lost Lieutenant there. Has a Bofors way over here. Somehow. I don't remember him deploying that on the field, but he has. So it looks like the British player he's pretty much out of the game.
Our supply lines are being threatened.
A Priest is probably too expensive right now. He has a bit of fuel, so maybe Cromwell's. Don't think Fireflies be overkill and be only in tank. He needs flexibility of Cromwell's, but I don't know if that makes a difference at this point in time. He is in a horrible position right now.
We are losing an ammo point.
Yep. That Martyr did have one level of defense specialty. I wonder if that may have changed the math.
Forces are moving on.
Plus, the one thing about Mars is they don't have quick reaction time. He at least was evasive head on. British player, is he just AFK at the moment? He's going for. I'm not sure why he's going for a lieutenant.
Territory cut off from supply.
Ready for combat.
Cromwell command tank. Cromwell command tanks are nice and all, but they need something to command. I'm not sure why I went for the lieutenant as well. Was this a misclick? That has to be a misclick, right? Officer artillery there by the lieutenant gets directed on the Martyr. The Martyr does manage to drive out past the barrage. 3 holes down there. Lieutenant take a mortar hit there. Main gun destroyed Chris there and went down to the officer artillery. And looks like the British player has back to the game. And that is the end of the replay. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. As mentioned beforehand, that shall be my last replay for tonight. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching, have a good evening.